it is. It's day number 1. Hey, 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 everybody. Welcome to day number 1 of the List Growth Made Easy Bootcamp. I'm so excited to have you all here because over the next 5 days, I'm going to be able to help you understand why your list isn't growing and how you can make it do what you want to do and how to fix it with one clear focus and one simple system without that tech overwhelm as well. That's what we're known for here. But before we dive in, let's warm up the chat a bit. I want you to drop in the comments and let us know, why did you join us here on this bootcamp? Now, if you're also joining us, head to Bootcamp. If you're here with us live, hey, even if you're on the replay, go to listgrowthmadeeasy.com/home base and get day 1's workbook. And I want you to scroll to day number 3, where you're going to complete the reflection questions. There's a couple of those. While we kick into our theme song, wait for everyone to join us here inside of Zoom. All right, guys, we're going to do our theme song while you all get ready, get that workbook ready, and I'll be back here in 3.5 minutes.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares
Welcome to day number 1. I'm so excited to have you here for the next 5 days. We're going to talk about growing your list using one clear focus and one clear system. Hey, everybody in the Zoom room, give us a smile. Hey, team, why don't you get a camera and film all of these beautiful people? Turn on your faces so that we can get a couple of little quick videos. Are you ready, Vinodi? I see you're grabbing your phone. And we're going to get a couple of quick smiles. There we go. Give us a wave. Show us those sparkle fingers, people. Look at that. I love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. It's going to be a jam-packed week. And before we dive in, make sure that you do have your workbook, right? Like everything today, this week's going to be available for you on home base. So here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to look at one thing that you can identify this week that will improve your list growth. Also, the big mystery why some people grow their list easily and other people tend to get stuck, even when they're posting consistently. And we're also going to look this week at your biggest blocker. What is actually holding you back and most people back from actually growing their list now? And we're going to start flipping that today. Sound good? Yes? Awesome. All right. So if you're ready, throw a fire emoji in the chat. We're going to get started with, before all the good bits, a bit of housekeeping. So today is, where's my little button gone? She disappeared. Hang on a minute. Where is it hiding? This is the joys of live. All right, so we're going to go through housekeeping. You're going to meet the beautiful team. We're going to look at what we're going to cover over all of the 5 days so that you can get your head around all of that. Where today we're going to dive into the power of one. We're going to look at your dot client. If you don't know what that is, you will soon. Of course, we will always end with home play, and we love live here. So there'll be a little live challenge. Then we're going to wrap up, do some prizes, and then we go dark. And in our After Dark session, we get to meet other attendees. You'll do a bit of networking, and we'll also do some Ask Me Anythings, or as we call them, AMAs. So hopefully you've got a few questions up your sleeve and ready to bring today. So first off, let's head on over and have a little hello with the team. Well, there's not many of us here today, look. Lots of blank screens. This is because it's a public holiday here. So most of the team are off today. It's Australia Day today. So happy Australia Day to all of our Aussies in the house. Lovely to see you all. You're in here on a public holiday, just like Vinodi and Ash here showing up for you guys, which makes me so happy to have such an amazing team. Well, let's kick it off first with Ash. Ash, do you want to introduce yourself to these amazing people?
Hey, hi, hello, everyone. I am Ash. I am the Customer Success Manager here at OmniSam. So if you are a client or even a potential client, you have probably spoken with me at some point along your journey. I also manage our build team to ensure that the work is being completed for our studio clients and the academy clients as well. I dabble in a little bit of everything, and I just love helping people in whatever way that looks like. So that's what drew me to this business. That's why I love doing these challenges. I used to work in retail, hospitality, real estate, and the level of help that you can give in that is limited once they kind of walk out the door. What we do here can help you longer term and helps you sort of grow your business. So that's why I love what I do. Fun fact about me, I've got some tattoos, love anime, listen to heavy metal. And if I'm not listening to metal, I might be listening to Japanese pop music. So a wide array of tunes. I'm also super loud and super like, so enjoy, and I hope you have heaps of fun. That's all, Sally. Thank you.
Oh, I'm talking to myself. Who's on Team Ash? Give us a hashtag Team Ash below if you're on Team Ash. I think you won the last couple of challenges, didn't you, Team Ash? She's been rocking it out. All right, so we've all got to give her a run for her money this time, all right? So Team Vinodi, let's bring up Vinodi. Hey, Vinodi.
Hello, everyone. So first of all, welcome you all to the List Growth Made Challenge. And I'm Vinodi, and many of you must have received messages from me. I need a woohoo for Team Vinodi. And I'm one of the builders in team, and the best part about being a builder is I get to help people achieve their business goals, and the best thing about it is like getting a good feedback from them. Like it's personally feels so good, like knowing that I am helping people to like actually achieve their dreams. So I work along with Ash, and fun fact about me is I could get very competitive. So this time I want to be Team Ash. So get ready, Team Vinodi. So let's get competitive and yeah, win this challenge.
Awesome.
Welcome you all again.
I love that. Yes. Okay. So, do you know what I love about, not just, I love many things about these two ladies, but they live local here in Australia, like literally just down the road. So we get to hang out together at least a few times a week. It's lovely to have them in the office. Everybody's in their own house today, though. And if we haven't yet met, I'm Sally. I'm going to be your guide through this event. I like all the strategy and all that sexy stuff. But we also had a couple of team members who don't like to miss out, even though they're on break today for Australia Day. They also wanted to say hi. So let me give you a hi from our ads expert, John.
Everyone, John here on the Sunshine Coast in Australia. Fun fact, we are in the process of moving to Malaysia. So we're looking forward to doing that, which is going to be around January or so. I'm here all around your ads, whether it's Meta ads, LinkedIn connections, or LinkedIn ads around there. And yeah, just love working with small businesses who have got small budgets to actually maximize their results on ads. So looking forward to working with you all and helping you out where we can.
Awesome. All right, so that was John. Next up, I want to introduce you. Well, first off, not only has Joyce got a new baby, a beautiful little daughter that I am godmother for, but she just got married yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So everybody needs to congratulate Joyce. She is now a Mrs. with a baby, and her husband photos look amazing. I'll share some of those with you guys later. But Joyce also, in the midst of all the craziness of planning a wedding, she even sent a video for you as well.
Hey everyone, I'm Joyce. I'm the graphic designer at OmniSam, and I take care of all the social media visuals and posts you see on our pages. I want you to know that joining this bootcamp was a great choice. You're stepping into a supportive space where things are made clearer, simpler, and more doable, especially if you've been feeling stuck or overwhelmed. I also run a weekly graphics session every Friday, so if you need help or have any questions around design, you're very welcome to drop in. Again, welcome, and we're really happy to have you here. See you around.
How cool was that? She is gorgeous. We'll find some wedding photos to share later. She looked amazing. All right, up next is Ma, who also sent us in a little hello video.
Hey everyone, John.
Hey everyone, I'm Joy.
Hello everyone and welcome to the challenge. My name is Mar and I am the podcast manager for Straight Talk with Sally, OmniSam's official podcast. So make sure you're subscribed so you get the latest updates on the newest episode that we post every week. And I've been working with Sally for almost 5 years now. I've been working with her since 2021, and it's just been so amazing to see the growth of the company as time goes by. And what I love about working with the OmniSam team and Sally is everyone is just so proactive in helping each other. That's something that you'll be able to experience as days goes by. And also everyone is just really accountable with each other, and that's really something that I like about the company. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the challenge. I hope you'll be able to just do the dives that is needed, anything that you need to get the prizes and all. I hope you'll be able to really commit yourselves for the upcoming days of this challenge. Thank you guys, and I hope you'll be able to really dance in the Sparkle song as we start off the challenge. Thank you guys.
Awesome. There we go. So that was introductions to a few of the team members who were able to send in a video once I knew that no one was working today. And I'm just going to give you a little quick tour around home base. If you have not yet headed to home base is this page here. This is where all your things will show up, and this chat page will change daily. So at the moment, you can get the pre-event workbook to download that gives you an overview, and today's workbook. Here's where you can reach out to some of the success coaches. This daily link section will also get updated as things become available. This is the area where you will come to claim your badge. So every time you are completing your home plate, come in here after you've submitted it into the Facebook group and then submit it here. And there's a little form that will pop up for you to submit and claim your badge. Now, the cool thing is once you collect all your badges, there's 11 in total to collect, you will actually get a completion certificate as well. Now, to claim your pre-event badge, you would have had to have answered each of these questions. So these are available directly inside the Facebook group under guides, or you can just click on here and it will take you directly to those posts. And then you'll see day one. Look, we're already streaming. Day number one, if I click play, that'll clean itself up, but we'll just don't play that right now because I'm already here for you. And each of the days are further down as well. So just keep an eye on this page, especially in the top half, as it will be updated daily. Now over into the Facebook group, over here is where all the action happens. This is where you will be posting and going live, and we'll talk more about why you'll be going live soon. But I want to give you a couple of quick tips around here. When you're on a computer, you can click this guides section. On your phone, you'll be able to see guides around the top. And here inside of guides, this is where all of those start here questions live. But we will also be posting all of your home plate will get attached into guide number 2 each day. So if you can't find them on the feed, have a look in guides. You'll be able to find them there. Now, I want to give you a couple of quick tips around the Facebook group itself and how I like to stay organized and on top of everything when in the Facebook group. So first off, you'll see at the very top, there's this thing that says new posts. Now, there are other options. Most recent is relevant is where Facebook will show you what it thinks you want to see. Most recent is when somebody's commented on a post, it moves it to the top. Who remembers the days where you would write bump, right, on a post and it would push it to the top? And the one I like to leave it on is new post, because that way it's in order of the posts that go up. And then as I read down, I will heart each of the posts like this, so I know that I've read it. So there we go. We've got a couple of cool people already in here, and I'll mark that I've read it. Now, I also do that inside of the comments. So if I come down here, you'll see when I'm looking at the comments as well, I will heart them so that I know that I've read them. And then when I get further down and all I see is hearts, well, that means I've already read and replied and checked everything throughout the Facebook group. So that's how I like to stay organized in the Facebook group. So let me know, is that a bit helpful for you in staying on top of everything in the group? Let me know in the chat if that was helpful. All right, so, I forgot to set up my stream deck. Will it work today? No, I've got to use this one instead. All right, so we've got a pretty cool day, a whole week planned out for you. Now, you want to make sure that you turn up live because, one, we have the most interactive or prize winner in each of the daily lives. Also, you'll have networking opportunities and there'll be some coaching. Now, if you want to have 10 minutes with me coaching you, then head to home base, and on day 4 I'll be doing some laser coaching. So complete the laser coaching form and we'll be going through that and choosing a few lucky people to have some one-on-one strategy time with myself. All right, so if you want laser coaching, go and do that. And then there's so many different prizes that you can get access to. And if I could find my little thing over here, all the different prizes are, one, when you do the Start Here sections, you could win the 3 proven video marketing formulas. When you do the Sparkle Fans, the Canva templates, for the live challenge or the live attendees, you go into the prize draw for most interactive and you will get the 15 lead magnet ideas. When you do home play, you will get our social media planner. And when you do the Live in 5 challenge, you will get the Canva Made Easy course. That's the big one. That's a big course with loads of cool ways in which you can schedule out your entire year or years for social media. So if you do each of those, then you will go into the prize draw for them. So first off, also, let me give a couple of shout outs to people who have already started. So we got J-Lo Matheson. She's commented inside of the Start Here section, and she says she's between businesses and is working out her direction, but she's focusing in on helping menopausal women with energy, mindset, and health. Well, hello, premenopausal right here. I usually have my menopause fan sitting around on the table somewhere because you never know when those hot flashes are going to hit. Nanette is focusing in on empowering women to be spiritually strong, live a joyful life, and to develop a joyful mentality. One of my words of the year was joy a couple of years ago, so I love that. And Alison Brown, new to our community, but her interesting fact was she's visited 40 countries around the world. Wow. She's a jet setter, that's for sure. I think my daughter's trying to do that at the moment. It seems all she does is work and travel. Oh, the joys of being in uni where you get like 3 months off, right, during summer. She's off to all the places. Crazy. All right, now here we go. I'm going to walk you through each of the days. So today is day 1 and we're going to be looking at fixing leaks. So what we're going to do is map out your dot client, look at different areas you can be leaking, right? And what we can actually focus on to improve that. No building yet, just getting clear on what you're doing and not wasting any time there. Tomorrow, we're going to look at creating a lead magnet that actually converts. So we'll be exploring different lead magnet options. I want you to stop overthinking things and I just want you to create something and get it out there and narrow down your ideas, and we're going to make you not get stuck, right? No procrastination, no perfectionism, right? You're just going to pick it and you're going to follow through. Day number 3, this is my favorite day because this is where everything clicks. And honestly, I just always love this day because we get so many aha moments and, now I get it, right? So in day 3, we're going to look at the full list growth system. Once you've dialed in that lead magnet, you're finally going to understand how do all the pieces fit together. And then on day 4, we're going to look at the nurturing. So nurturing without all the tech overwhelm. Who feels like sometimes they grow their list, but then the emails just sit there, right? And you forget to email them. And then the only time you do is when you've got a promotion or something on. I'm going to show you on day 4 how to nurture your list without feeling salesy. So, what should you actually say to somebody after they opt in? And how can you use that to build trust without actually burning yourself out? Now, day 5, that's where we have the sparkle party, baby. We graduate, and also you'll be locking in your 90-day plan. And I have to tell you, yes, day 5 comes with sparkles. So I think John won last time, maybe. I can't remember who won, but we've got to give the team a run for their money. So let me know, out of all of the days, which one are you most excited about? Put it in the chat. Day 1, finding the leaks. Day 2, getting that lead magnet. Day 3, which is the list growth system. Day 4, how to nurture. And then day 5, how to lock in your 90-day plan. All right, so we've got here, Mary reckons day 3. Oh, I'm trying to click the buttons, but they're going everywhere. Mary says day 3, and my little uppy down thing is not sized very well. Sharon says day 3. Allison says day 3. Oh, looks like day 3 is winning by a mile. And Bridget says she's going to lock in day 5. And Joanne, yeah, day 3, the system. Wayne also says the system. You guys. All right, looks like day 3 is the winner. Nadia says all the days. Yeah, you had to choose one, but you chose all. I'll just say this. Look, I'm just excited that you're here. Do you know only 10% of people are going to make it to the end? So will you be that 10%? It's crazy, right? You all sign up, you want to do something, but then you never follow through. Who's our course junkies out there? Show of hands, course junkies. Who's going to promise to still be here at the end of the 5 days for the graduation? Lots of hands, yes? Awesome. All right. Well, what I'd like you to do to make sure that you still get to do the work you need to do, you still got things, she promises, thank you, Deborah, you still got to cook and eat and all the things. So how about this week that this is your only learning and development, right? So you've still got time to, feed the kids and do your client meetings and do your follow-ups and your income producing activities. But this week, this is the only learning and development. Can you do that? Yeah? Awesome. All right. So let's talk about leaks. Now, I'm not talking when you get older and you cough or sneeze and something leaks. I'm talking about leaks in your list growth system. So what I want you to understand is there are actually so many things to focus on when you are trying to grow your business, right? Who feels like there are so many options and choices that sometimes you just get lost in that choice decision and then you just don't choose? Well, years ago, what I started doing was I started to focus on one thing, right? All of my attention in my business. And the reason for that is I didn't want to have to do all the things, be in all the places. I tried to do all the things, but I just got overwhelmed constantly. So once I decided to focus on one path, things just got easier. And let me share with you what they are. Let me get out my little whiteboard over here. And we're going to talk about the one thing. So the first thing is you don't need to be in all the places. Now, what I'm saying here is all the social media. I still want you to go and snag your name in all the social media places, but you should just have one traffic source. Okay, now that one traffic source, dyslexia, there we go, that'll do. One traffic source, for us, it's Facebook, right? That's how I've grown my business. But hey, if you're somebody who doesn't even like social media that much, it could be networking, going to a networking event every week. It could be joint venture partnerships. It could be going to corporates and making outreach phone calls to corporates every week, right? But it's one traffic source. Now, what a traffic source is how you can get yourself in front of new people. Now, I want to make something really clear here. Posting on social media is not a new traffic source because most people already know you on social media. That's what we call nurturing, showing up for people who already like and follow you. The only way to get in front of new faces properly is to pay. Unless, of course, you're in some of the networking groups and they let you post, right? But posting on social media isn't marketing, right? We have 7 stages. I'll talk to you more about the different stages of the customer's life cycle on another day. But getting in front of that traffic source, which is your one place. Now, if you're trying to do Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok and Pinterest, all the places, think about all the things you've got to learn about each of the different traffic sources. So on Facebook, I'll give you a quick rundown of, just off the top of my head, a few things that you've got to learn how to do on Facebook. 1, a good profile picture that you don't change, a banner that regularly gets changed, pinning posts, groups, how to manage and organize groups with guides, and your media center, and also how to do reels and to do stories and how often, right? And that's just a couple of things. Setting up events. How do you link events to pages and groups? Okay, so that's just a couple of things. Let's think about Instagram. Instagram, you've got your profile, your description, the way in which you write it properly. You've got those little circles along the top. I don't even know what maybe highlights, I think they're called, right? Reels and stories, and then all the different types of stickers and things that you can use. And some of those are lead generating as well. Now, I don't really know heaps about Instagram. I still post over there, but it's not the one thing I've gone deep on. And the same with YouTube. So many different things to learn about YouTube, how to edit the videos, how to put little timestamps in it, how to make those little things pop up to go to the next video. And so when you start, I just literally off the top of my head started to wheel off a few things that you could do on social, but I want you to go deep on one if you're sticking with social. All right, got some clarity there? Let us know in the chat which is your one traffic source, the one you're going to go deep on and learn everything you can about it this year, right? Imagine if you spent one day learning a little bit about that traffic source every day, how much you will know in 12 months' time. Probably more than most, because nobody would just like every day learn one platform, right? But get good at it. Get really good at it. Okay, so next up, I should have set my buttons up today because I've got to keep coming back over here. All right, so next up, let's have a look at your next one thing. So one client, right? We call them a dot client. Some people call them an ideal client. You could call it your avatar, your ICA, but one clear dot client. The next thing, and we're going to go into your dot client in the next lesson, the next one is one clear message. Now, you may do lots and lots and lots of things. You help people with more than one thing. But what I want you to do is I want you to have one message for growing your list, right? That attracts your ideal client, because then we can dial it in. Think about it. If you put 10 different messages out there, right? It's hard to tell which one is actually working well. We need to put one message out there and test it. If you pay for marketing, you can test much faster, right? Because we need a certain amount of traffic to know if that message is converting. You can't have one person go there and, oh, I got an opt-in. It must work. Or 10 people have visited and you've got no opt-ins. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's just you haven't had enough traffic looking at that message and clicking through yet, right? So we need to build it, but then we need to measure and optimize. Then the next thing, which is all those sexy numbers, and they're the things that I love the most. Now, the next one thing is your one lead magnet. Now, who has more than one lead magnet at the moment? Or if you've got none, that's okay too. That's what you're here for today. But if we keep making lots and lots of lead magnets, again, we don't get time to measure and optimize. Now, you really only need one good lead magnet. And I'll give you a really good example why. I had a client and she was a fashion consultant. And I taught her this before COVID. She used to go shopping with people and she'd be on their phone, or she would do wardrobe audits where they would show her the wardrobe and she'd help them clean it up. And she also helped you find your color, and she also helped you to dress for your body shape. Now, she had a lead magnet out there, and we used, and this was about dressing for your body shape. Every time we put ads out, she was getting about 10 leads a day. And she goes, oh, that's great. And I said, no, I'm looking at these numbers and you should be getting more. So there's something we're not saying in our message to get people to the lead magnet. Now, we changed it about a dozen times before we hit gold. And that one little change, which was adding the word perfect, had a dress for the perfect body shape, she got 400 leads overnight. Within less than a week, she had to turn off her funnel because she could not keep up with the amount of appointments. Her name's Lucia Peters, and she did amazing things growing her email list, but she was patient. She let us measure and optimize that one thing. And the next and the final thing that you need is one simple system. And that is your funnel. So we have a very, very simple funnel that we put people into. And on day 3, we will be going through all the steps of the funnel. And I'm also going to share with you the most underutilized part of a funnel that most people neglect, and they are leaking leads like nothing else. So from all of those things that we just discussed, which one of those do you see as your biggest area that's leaking, right? That you're struggling with the most? Because maybe your attention is scattered, right? And you're leaking leads everywhere. All right, so we've got a few coming in. Steve says one traffic source. Oh, I didn't fix my buttons. And Allison says one clear message and funnel. Dominic says one clear message. He's committed to the lead magnet. I love it. I see you come and join our challenges all the time, Dominic. It's good to see you in the room. Wayne says one lead magnet. Awesome. You know, see the big difference here, when we're growing on social media, you think what you're trying to do is create attention. Now, attention equals things like followers, views, likes, comments. But 80% of your audience might see your stuff, but they don't like it or comment on it, right? 80% of people don't actually interact. Even I don't. Half the time I'm, doom scrolling. I'm not liking anything. I'm just reading and enjoying. What you want to do is build assets, okay? Because assets, that's your email list. And when you've got an email list, you can reach out to people anytime. If people are paying attention, but they're not joining your list, you do not have a visibility problem. You have a leak problem. So out of these, traffic sources, who you help, capturing leads, follow up, who feels that what's their biggest gap, right? We're going to plug that for you today. Now, you'll also find this as part of your workbook to sit down and go through this, right? Fold the page over, come back later and do that exercise inside of your workbook. All right, now let's help you get clear for those who want to do the dot client. We're going to talk about this, and it will also help your messaging, because list growth only works when you are clear on who you are growing it for. All right, so just imagine a dartboard. Most people are throwing darts everywhere, right? But when you focus on one dot client, everything changes. When you speak to one person with one clear message, you will actually attract way more people than if you're trying to attract everybody. So let's have a look at this dot client back over here on my whiteboard. Note to self, set your buttons up tomorrow. Here we go. All right, so what is a dot client? I learned this from Dean Graziosi, and let's talk about this dartboard here. So, for example, say you're somebody and you're like, I help women lose weight. That is way too broad. So let's dial that in. So you help women. Great. But how do you help women? Maybe it's because you do a vegan lifestyle. Okay? When it comes to what they eat, it's vegan. How do you help them to exercise? Maybe that one is Pilates. Okay? And then maybe even further down, you are helping them lose baby weight. Right? So now we get more and more specific as you dial it down. Now that message will land. The same is true for list growth. If your message isn't clear, people are not going to opt in, even if they like you. Who's here guilty of trying to talk to everybody? Come on. Yeah? Guilty? Yeah? Because you think you'll attract everybody, but then they're like, is this for me or not for me? Well, let me give you another example. Let's talk about OmniSam. Okay? Who do we help? We can help lots of people, but the first types we help are service-based businesses. So they aren't selling physical products. Not that they can't sell physical products. If they do, then they're probably wanting to teach people how to use the products. So service-based businesses they can be lawyers, dog trainers, right? As well as coaches and consultants and anything, and mostly a lot of people who want to teach people stuff. And then we dial that down even further, and they're trying to get to 100K. So they're trying to hit 6 figures, right? Then maybe they're feeling like they're wearing all the hats, so they're busy, right? They're super busy and they're stuck in manual processes, which makes them feel really busy. Then they know they're leaking leads because they're struggling to follow up, right? And you want to be able to automate that follow up to make life a little bit more easier. As well as that, you want to scale, but you feel like you've duct taped all of your software together and you're not sure how it all speaks to each other. You know you need software, but you're like, I'll just throw it all together, right? So that's the people we speak to. Service-based businesses who are goaling to get to 6 figures or higher. They're already busy. They are struggling to follow up, and they've got too many systems that feel like they're duct taped together, and they wish things would just happen on autopilot, right? So wouldn't it be great if you had more of those perfect fit clients and fewer of those time wasters, right? Drop a hands up in the chat if that's you. You get lots of time wasters and not enough of those perfect fit clients. Yeah? Well, to get that, you need to finish this week with us. So I'm going to ask you a little question here. We're going to talk about commitment. Now, I said that only 10% of people are going to make it to the end, and I truly want you to give yourself the gift of done. So let me know, as well as getting to the end, what is your commitment level? Even if you're on replay, number one level is I'm going to stalk and not talk. So you're quietly observing in the background just to watch what's possible. That's about it. Level 2 is you want to build momentum, but you're still finding your feet. You might do something, you might not. You might do a couple of the things, but you're not going to really go deep. Or are you at level 3 and you're all in, baby? You're bringing all the sparkle, the action taking. You're either going to be here live or catch the replay every day for 5 days. You're going to do the home play. You're going to do the live in 5 challenge, and you're going to be here for graduation. Oh, Dominic says he's 10. All the way to 10, baby. All right. I'm loving this. Well, you guys, okay. Team, write all of these names down, please. We're going to hold you accountable as your success coaches. You said you're going to do all the things, live in 5, home play, and be here for graduation. Right? Look at them all. Yeah, let's do this. Love it. All right, let me come across to the room before I get stuck into home play. And I want to ask you, from what I showed you, what's your biggest aha? Have a think for a minute. What was your biggest aha that's like, yep, I'm going to do that? Or even it might be an aha, I've heard that before, but I'm actually going to follow through with it now. All right, I'm going to bring a few people up. If you want to raise your hand, but you know what happens here if you don't raise your hand, I bring people up anyway. So there's no getting out of it. First person I'm going to bring up is Sharon. Hang on, let me find you here, Sharon. Sharon, come on up and let me know, what was your biggest aha? Just talk, love.
Working out who my ideal job client is.
I love that. All right.
And
well, you're going to love today's homework because we're going to definitely bring that one home today. We've also got Bridget. Let's find the right Bridget. I think it's one of these two. She's in here twice. Let's have a look. There she is. Bridget, come on up.
All right. I need to be more intentional. So I know a lot of stuff, but when I put it out there, I don't take that pause to focus in and make sure I'm getting the right message to my audience. So
all right. We're going to do that now.
Focus.
Yes, focus. Let's bring you, and you're a lifer, right? You've been here for a while now. This year, 2026, is going to be amazing. Make sure you utilize all the resources that you've got access to in the academy as well. The expert sessions, coming to strategy with me every single week. Then we'll help you stay focused. Put it in your calendar like as if you had an employer and they said, you've got to be here at this time or you don't get paid. Do that for strategy with Sally. Do that for the paid experts. Do that for whichever sessions you need in the academy, all right? And let's make 2026 amazing for you, okay? Let's do that.
I'm good. I'm ready.
Love that. All right, next up, let's bring up Deborah. Deborah, come on up.
Hi.
Hi.
What was the
What was your
I've
biggest
forgotten the
takeaway?
question.
Aha, or what you're going to be doing differently moving forward?
I think that I wrote that it's the following through.
Follow through. Okay,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. That is honesty because most people know they need follow through and follow up, but they don't like to say it out loud. because honestly, it's usually the one thing, the biggest hole that I see. We had a client who brought in 50 brand new leads and made 0 phone calls to those leads. And he wondered why he didn't get a sale, right? This time we had strategy and I'm like, you're going to do the phone calls this time, right? Right? I can build everything for you, but I can't follow through for you and follow up. We automate a lot of follow up, but we'll give you a tiny list of phone calls. Hi, 80% of the time, they go to message bank anyway. I think Ash made about 50 phone calls this morning and she spoke to maybe 3 people. From those 50 calls she did this morning, she spoke to 3. The rest were all voicemail. So pick up look at all these heads nodding. That makes me happy. I love it. All right, so let's wrap things up. We're getting close to the top of the hour and then we're going dark. So stay here if you're in the room because we're going to do some extra work once we go dark. But let's just get into your home play. Where did I put home play?
Memento interrupting. Wayne commented.
Oh,
Mr. Wayne H.
All right, hang
Mr.
on.
Wayne H raised his hand.
Oh.
So give Wayne a shout out.
Awesome. Thank you, Wayne. I missed that comment. Sorry. All right. Well, Wayne, why don't you come up? Let me find you and since Ash wanted to shout you out, let's bring you up on screen. What was yours, Wayne? Come talk to me. He's looking for the button, looking for the button, looking for the button. He can't. He's not sure where the button is. He's looking closely for the button. We'll see how you go. No, that's all right. We'll practice when we go dark and we'll teach you how to get that done so you can come up on screen. But we'll do that when we go dark. All right. So today's home play. So inside your workbook, scroll to the home play area and this is what you'll be doing. First off, go do the start here section in the guides and submit your pre-event training on Homebase. You must claim that badge to be able to go into the grand prize draw and also so you can claim your certificate at the end. Now today, I also want you to post in the group for everybody to see what is your commitment level, right? Is it 1, stalking, not talking? Is it 2, I want to build momentum, but I'm just checking things out, might do a couple of the things. Or 3, I'm all in. I'm doing home play and the daily live, and I'm either attending live and watching the replay, right? And then in your workbook, you will see a graphic for the dot client. Fill that in, snap a photo of it. If you can't even print the workbook, right, I have made it fillable so you can just fill it in. Or honestly, just grab a piece of paper and draw some circles, right? It doesn't matter. Just get it done. And then once you've posted them in the group for all to see and celebrate, then head to Homebase and claim your badge. Now, let me talk to you about why we always include live streaming in our challenges. First thing, when you go live, you will be doing it inside of the GSD Facebook group. It's a safe space, no nasty people allowed. You will go live in there and practice. Even if you've never gone live, just do it anyway. It doesn't have to be special. Just grab your phone and practice. Judgment free. No matter how scared you are, push through and come out the other side. I promise by the end of 5 days, you will be feeling easier at doing lives. They only stay up for 30 days and then they disappear. Okay? And the other reason why is because we truly believe in connection with people. Now, if you saw a pre-recorded video of me, you get to know me, but if you see me live talking about what I love, you can feel how much I love it, right? It's not scripted. I've got a couple of dot points and I'm just talking about what I know, right? And once we go live, we can repurpose the hell out of that. If you say something real cool, like a great quote, you can snip that, make a reel, make an audiogram, make a story, right? You can take that and make them into pictures. When you teach live, you show up as you, authentically you. And right now with AI, we are in a trust drought. I will not AI this face unless it is a cartoon character or something that you know isn't me. You are never going to see a live video of me and it's an AI of me. There are so many people out there in the service-based business area who put their faces out there, who have stopped doing that for years, and now coming back online to show up for people because of this trust doubt that we're in right now. But more so, you get to practice what you preach. You get to teach and you get to repurpose all of that. So every day I'm going to give you a little something to talk about, and I'm going to give you tips around going live and how you can use that. And then you can start talking about your lead magnet on your live and sending them to your funnel. But for this week, we're just going to practice for 5 days in the group. Who's ready? Yes? You ready for your topics? Awesome. All right, here we go. Day 1's live topic is, Sally, find the buttons. Here they are. So first off, I want you to, where are the things? Share with us who you are and one fun fact about you. Now, this is not to get all pitchy, but tell us who you are. Where do you live? If you've got fur babies or feather babies. And one really interesting fact about yourself. Now, because we're in this together, I also want you to welcome the other boot campers. Say hi to them. If you meet people in the room and you get an accountability buddy today, which we're going to help you hook you up with one, say hi to them too. Okay? Then on day, the next one is to share, why did you join the boot camp? What did you like about day 1 the most? And then end off, ask a question of the other boot campers, and then they can type a reply underneath. Now, think about it. How do you feel when you put a post up and somebody comments on it? Yeah, feel good, feel nice. So I want you to comment on at least 3 people's posts by answering their question on the video. Just 3. If you love it and you want to binge them all and do them all, do them all. You'll really get to know everybody in the group that way. So you'll get that, is it endorphins that you get? You'll get a sprinkle of those, and it's good karma. Pay it forward and you will receive. So that is sort of a behind the back of the scenes kind of challenge for you, is to make sure you also participate and watch other people's videos. You never know. You might find your next customer, somebody might say that they're struggling with something and you're like, oh, I can help that. Or you might find your next business buddy. And a really good business buddy is somebody who is working alongside you, sharing all your wins, right? Or you might just meet a friend who lives close to you and you can meet up for coffee. You never know, right? So in the chat, drop a sparkle emoji if you are going to be brave enough to go live today, right? Before you go to sleep. It only needs to go for a minute to 5 minutes. It's called Live in 5. Yes. Hell yeah. Okay. Everybody today, don't wait. Just click the button and talk. You know about you. You know something fun about you. You already know what you like. And just say hi to everyone and ask a question. Okay? Now, not just me. I'm challenging my team to do the same thing. But each of the team members, not only will they be answering the questions, they're going to give you one tip around growing your email list. Okay, so every day they'll also give you a bonus tip for things that will help you grow that email list. Sound good? You're also awesome. I love this. I love seeing all of these head nods and the pens taking notes. It makes me so, so happy. All right. So tomorrow. No, Sally didn't set that scene. So let me tell you what's happening tomorrow. The joys of live. Tomorrow is all about awareness, okay? Seeing where attention is leaking. Sorry, today was all about awareness, seeing where attention is leaking. Tomorrow, we talk about capturing those with a lead magnet, right? You are going to choose the right type of lead magnet for your audience. I'm going to give you a whole list of different types of lead magnets for you to choose one, and you're going to follow through and get it done by the end. I don't want you to change your mind either. Get today for, I want to change my mind. No changing of the minds, no procrastination, no perfectionism. Progress over perfection. So if you've ever felt stuck or overwhelmed trying to decide what you want to offer people, to ask them for their email address, day 2 is going to bring you loads and loads of clarity. All right. So a couple more shout outs to Patrice Daly. Her goal is by the end of Bootcamp, she wants to have a working system set up to collect emails. You're in the right place, baby. Nadia Day wants to understand growing lists, be educated, and then take action. Nadia, I saw Nadia in the room. Well done for making it here and being here today. Good work. So proud of you. It's not easy for you, but she's going to take action. And Tammy Murphy, her goal is to learn how to create introductions and invite emails to get her clients. You're going to love that because we also talk about the first 5 emails that you send after somebody opts in. All right, team, I want you to go out there and smash it, right? You're going to get your home play done. You will do your live in 5 before you go to bed today. Even if bedtime's 10 minutes away, quickly go live. You are in a safe space. And I'll see you tomorrow on the live, same time, Australian Melbourne time, 10 a.m. We do open the room early, 15 minutes early for a bit of a dance party and get pumped. So feel free to join us 15 minutes before the top of the hour. Smart people Google for your local time zone. We do try to put them in most places. All right. But today we spoke about your leaking problems. Not the sneezy leaks we talked about, the other type of leaking ones. Focusing in on one thing and awareness. We want to build assets, not just awareness. And that's your movement and momentum you're going to get. All right, so we're about to go dark. Let's do it. Thanks, everybody. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. Make sure you get at least one income-producing activity done every day. And where's my Ash? Where is she hiding?
I'm here.
Hi, everyday be marketing.
Awesome,
Awesome, guys.
Yet, guys. After dark is happening.
All right, we'll see you all soon. Bye for now. And yeah.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.